Hello family, as we all know, Venezuelan situation is getting crazier as the president Nicolas Maduro alongside with the wife was abducted by the United States of America. Many thought it will go smoothly for them, but here lies the case, the situation on ground was different. A lot of people think that people of Venezuela will come on the street and be chatting to freedom and be hailing Americans for what they did and be saying freedom, at last Nicolas Maduro is gone, but it wasn't the same. The case was Venezuelans in Venezuela were actually attacking America for their actions on their soil, saying they should free Maduro, Nicolas Maduro and the wife. Things change. It's not the same. Now, after Maduro, Delcy Rodriguez, the former vice president, was sworn in as the president by the Supreme Court. Do you know why this is interesting? Usually, when these things happens like this, things just fall apart. The country just fall apart with no one trying to hold the interests of the country or govern the country. But here, as the case, this is different. Now, United States of America, via Marco Rubio, is trying to coerce the loyalists of Venezuela's government. Probably, I think Marco Rubio is just under a lot of pressure. He said they will not allow any countries or anybody which is not in the interest of America. They are not going to allow anybody. If you are not in the interest of America, they don't want you. If you don't want the interest of America, they will not allow you. Just watch this.
Our hemisphere, a country that becomes a crossroads for the activities of all of our adversaries around the world. We just can't allow it. We can't have a country where the people in charge of its military and in charge of its police department are openly cooperating with drug trafficking organizations. We're not going to allow that. These things are direct threats to the United States.
As you can hear, Marco Rubio is just talking about drugs and people that are not in the interest of America or who do not want to serve the interest of America. Now, who is Delcy Rodriguez, the new president of Venezuela? Well, people may think she's just a woman. So as a woman, she can just be pushed over. I bet you, trust me, this is not just a woman. She's a woman, but she's not the kind of a woman that can be pushed over or that can be intimidated. Even after that, Donald Trump says that she will cooperate with America or face bigger consequences than Maduro. She critically stated it that they won't be intimidated or they are not willing to get back to colonialism.
If there's something that the Venezuelan people and this country have very clear, is that we will never again be slaves, is that we will never again be a colony of any empire of whatever kind.
She is speaking strongly. They can't be a colony of anybody again. Remember this, Venezuela was a colony of a Spanish many years ago. You know how it is and how it happens. But now they refuse to be again. Now Donald Trump says they are going to impose effective embargo on Venezuela's oil. What does this mean? You know what it means. Let's look at this. They went into Venezuela. They used their special forces and they abducted the president and the wife. Let's put it that way, and the wife. But the institutions are just intact the way it were. Nothing changes. So in this case, it's different. Not like what they have been doing before, that when they went to countries and disorganized the institutions, then nothing works again. In the case of Venezuela, things were just intact the way it were. And also, the people of Venezuela didn't just go on the street and start screaming, hey, we are free, hey, freedom, Maduro is gone. No, it did not go that way around. So they feel they have done something better. It didn't go that way around. Rather, people were condemning the act that they laid attacks on their soil. The people of Venezuela were actually condemning the act and asking them to release their president. Even the newest president of Venezuela, which is the vice president, pledges allegiance and loyalty to Maduro. To the same applies to generals of the Army of Defense, also pledges their allegiance to Maduro. Now, what you people don't know is that the bodyguards, people in charge of protecting Maduro, most of them are Cubans. I'm talking about the cycle of Maduro defense. They were not Venezuelans, but Cubans. This was revealed by Marco Rubio. Does this make really good sense? Yes, because for Cubans, it's very hard for you to infiltrate because Cubans and Americans do not like each other. So if Cubans are protecting a Venezuelan president, Nicolas Maduro, it really makes sense because for a Venezuelans, it can be easily be switched off. Penetration can happen easily, but in this case things are different. Well, let's look at this. In America and other countries, Venezuelans are celebrating the capture of Nicolas Maduro. Obviously not everyone likes Maduro. Were there somebody in this world that everybody likes? No, absolutely not. Even Donald Trump in America, when the time comes, then back when people were saying they are going to put Donald Trump in prison, you can see people obviously on the street celebrating, happy, cheering up. So that means even in America, many people do not like Donald Trump. So critically, in this world, not everybody will like you. But still, in Venezuela, the new president is still loyal to Maduro. And the whole the system of Venezuela are still loyal to Maduro. That means there are kind of people that still love Maduro or likes Maduro. So for some Venezuelans in America being happy about the situations of Maduro, it's just how it is. Because are they absolutely right for being happy? Yes, I may say, because if you are also in their position or you are also in their shoe, you may be happy because maybe some people have fled Venezuela because of political agendas, because of how they are being attacked politically. So they flee. Maybe they have lost their families in Venezuela due to this political backlash and whole lot of things. So they are happy because of that. But people are still in Venezuela that are being sad over the situations. Now, many people in Venezuela believe that the main goal of America is to what? Steal Venezuelans' minerals, not the thing that America is saying that because of drugs, that's why they attack Venezuela or abducted their president. Remember this, Venezuela here is the country with the most oil in the world, more than Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Dubai, and all those countries you can name. And unfortunately, as of now, America has no hands in Venezuela's oil. You see, for many leaders in the South, they believe that the reason why America is attacking Venezuela is because of 8 minerals. Donald Trump has made a promise that they will strike again if the newest president of Venezuela does not cooperate with them. So how does this sound to the whole world? Critically, we know that America is only interested in the minerals of Venezuela, not the interests of Venezuelans. America does not care about the people of Venezuela. Now, let's look at the real deals. Cuban president Miguel Diaz-Canel has made a speech that is very strong. He said America is trying to steal Venezuela's oil. So that has nothing to do with loving Americans or preventing drugs from entering the United States of America. Trump has actually freed one of the biggest drug dealers of all time a few months ago.
El objeto del deseo imperialista es el petróleo venezolano, son las tierras y los recursos naturales de Venezuela.
Try harder.
No, señores imperialistas, este no es su patio trasero ni territorio en disputa. No aceptamos ni reconocemos la doctrina Monroe, ni reyes ni emperadores trasnochados. Por Venezuela y por supuesto también por Cuba, estamos dispuestos a dar hasta nuestra propia sangre, hasta nuestra propia vida, pero a un precio muy caro.
It's insane.
You see, the president is speaking strongly. He says Cubans are ready to share their bloods for Venezuelans. What does he really mean? Or is this just worse? South Africa has also called for urgent UN meeting following US strikes on Venezuela. What do you think gonna happen there? What's going to change? The bottom line is that South Africa will try to rally people against the United States of America actions in Venezuela. Donald Trump's friend also says Cuban may be next in line.
He did something people talked about doing. You just wait for Cuba. Cuba is a communist dictatorship that's killed priests and nuns. They've preyed on their own people. Their days are numbered. We're going to wake up one day, I hope in 26, in our backyard, we're going to have allies in these countries doing business with America, not narco-terrorist dictators killing Americans. This is a big frigging day. And everybody in the world is thinking differently than they were just a few days ago because of what you did.
Well, this man you see on the screen is believed to be a warmonger. And it also believes that he is the one sending Donald Trump to go to war with Russia in Ukraine. Why? Because he is apparently being sponsored or paid by really big companies to do that. And now some people are happy with Venezuela's situation right now because they believed Venezuela will be a free country, an open market now. But some people don't feel like that because they believe the reason why Venezuela is suffering is because they took things away from them.
Just straight up stole $2 billion of Venezuela's gold. Venezuela was depositing their gold in British banks, but in 2018 they said, okay, we would like to withdraw that now. And the British courts were like, no. We decided you're not a real government, so that money is ours. And 8 years later, they still haven't given it back. They just stole it, $2 billion worth. Maybe they'll use it to buy dental care, at least. But this is the kind of overt economic sabotage that Western countries are doing to Venezuela all the time. And then they turn around and mock Venezuela like, oh, why are you so poor? Like, they wouldn't be as poor if you didn't steal $2 billion of gold. And the US and UK are always stealing gold. They stole all of Libya's gold after they overthrew the government. Stole all of Iraq's gold too. They had to for freedom and democracy. I think it's about time that Trump invade Britain in order to give Venezuela their gold back. Britain is an authoritarian dictatorship stealing other countries' gold. The king and queen need to be deposed.
So what do you think? Do you think that this is true? And if this is true, is it right for England to seize things from Venezuela because somebody feel like, okay, now I can't do business with you, I'm not going to do business with you again? Then you seize the property. Does it sound well? Is that a good step? No. So if Venezuela is suffering right now, it's because of them. But they just turn everything out. That's the art of geopolitics. They will be like, okay, we seize your things. Now they will be like, okay, your president is not doing his best. Your president is corrupt. Your president is a thief. And that's how it is, tarnishing the image of those that are there. But the real thing is that they are the cause of the problem. Is it right? Is it the right thing to do? Is this against international law or in international law? It is a right thing to do if international law does not condemn this act. Just let me know. Whatever you feel about it, just let me know. So do you think we are living in the times that the strongest rule the world? If you are strong, then you're able to do everything that you feel like doing. Just let me know if you think that is the right thing.